So we are live streaming, and I've just tweeted out that we're live streaming, so hopefully we get some people in, but we're going to wait. But first off, I'm just going to quickly explain what we're going to be doing. So this is my weekly DCTV explain live stream, so it's not just to do with DCTV. I'm going to dedicate it to DC stuff in general, but it's just called DCTV explained. So we're going to be talking about a Flash theory, and also we're going to be talking about the Question potentially getting his own movie. That is crazy. And yeah, so I've got all my stuff that I want to talk about, so welcome guys, welcome to the chat. And obviously I've got my new setup, I've got it all ready, so hey guys, welcome. So this is going to be a video afterwards, and also the people in the live chat, can you please be sure to leave a like, and also the people that aren't watching it live, if you could leave a like, it will be highly appreciated, because it shows, you know, the support if you guys like these live streams or not. So yeah, okay, welcome. So we're going to be talking about, like I said before, the Flash, new reverse Flash theory, and the Question movie that could potentially be happening, or a Question TV show. So I will explain, say you guys don't know who the Question is, I will be explaining who he is, and also my theory as to the reverse Flash potentially being a new reverse Flash. I'm not talking about Eobard Thorn here, but the next 4-channel live stream is going to be on Paige's channel, probably about a week before the shows come back, sometime around there. But yeah, so let's get right into this without further ado, because we don't want to let the people actually wait before we get into this. So Daniel West, this is a theory that a lot of people do have, and I think it's a reasonable theory, so I'll go down some explanations as to how this could happen. So he could be the son of Joe and Cecile. Has the stream gone down? Well, I'll carry on just in case, but so he could be the son of Joe and Cecile. That is a big theory, considering that they're going to have a child. And yeah, so the stream should be good now, guys. It should be good, so don't worry. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. So Cecile, he could be the son of Cecile and Joe, and it's been teased throughout this whole season that this son or daughter of theirs is going to be a big thing. So in the comics, he actually gets a train accident. He actually gets into a train accident, and that's what it gives him powers. So maybe we could get some future stuff that will tie into this, because there's a lot of time travel in his actual storyline, and I feel like maybe that would be the best way to go if they were to introduce him. But I think it would be a very cool idea if they actually made Joe and Cecile's son Daniel. So I think if they don't include him this season, I think next season or the season after, maybe he can travel back in time to our time. And yeah, I think that would be a great idea, because his storyline has a lot of time travel in it. So Cecile could die, and to be fair, she's not a massive character. I think she just serves as a plot in the trial of the Flash, because that's what she did in the comics. Hey mate, welcome. You're so lucky your mom's going to be on Supergirl. Yeah, and in the comics, Daniel West's mum actually dies giving birth to him, and I think this could be something, if they actually name the child Daniel, that might just be a setup for a future season where he might come. And Cecile dies in labour, and because that's something they did in the comics, I think that's something that they definitely could do, and this could cause him to, in the future when he's all grown up, to go down the wrong path. And yeah, I will do a Supergirl live stream soon, but obviously I need some news, or I need some updates to come out, because this is the biggest things right now. So I added the theory of the Flash in this one, but obviously the Question having his own TV show or film is a massive thing. So yeah, that is basically the theory. So tell me what you think about that theory. I think that theory is quite a cool idea. So if you're just joining the chat, you can watch it after as a video. So we just talked about Daniel West potentially coming to the TV show, considering that, You know, there's been a lot of hints, especially with Cecile's storyline and how she's been used, because to be fair, she hasn't been used like in the best way possible, I wouldn't say so, and I feel like there's a lot more potential from what can come out of this storyline, and I think going with the Daniel West Reverse Flash would be something that would be really good in my opinion. I think it would be a lot better than what she's actually doing right now. So moving on, we're going to be talking about the Question. So if you guys don't know who the Question is, in the comics, the Question is from Hub City. His nickname is Vic Sage. He obviously has a longer name, but I can't say that. That's like a very complicated name. But his alter ego is the Question in the comics, and the reason why I'm actually including this is because Mark Guggenheim talked about bringing the Question to Arrow in this season, or in the past seasons of Arrow, and this is what he said: I always bring him up. I always feel as if this character would be a great fit with the tone of Arrow. Again, it's not our characters, it's DC's characters, and they've got other plans for the Question. I don't know what their plans are, but clearly they do have plans, otherwise we'd be using them. So that's just to confirm that in Arrow they would have used the Question by now, and the Question is one of my all-time favourites, so I'm super happy if, and I'm happy with this situation if he's not in Arrow, because potentially this could lead to him maybe having a film in development, and I think having a film in development for his character would be epic, because I would probably be like more hyped for that than a Superman film or something like that, because I feel like he's a very obscure character and his storyline's actually really interesting that he's been in the comics, and although he's not the biggest character in DC Comics, he's a really interesting character. And so this is basically his basic description of his character. So in the past he was a television investigative journalist, so obviously he was a journalist, so he looks for clues, and you know, but then he moves on to a more darker, more vigilante type way of actually researching these stories. So he encountered stories he couldn't investigate normally and by legal means, so he donned a special mask that actually made his face looked like he was faceless. So his mask actually covered up all of his attributes, and you can see that he's been in a lot of things. So I personally love him in what's it called, Justice League, at the animated show. I used to watch that years ago. I haven't watched it in many years, but he was one of my favorite characters on there, although he wasn't in it all the time. You know, when he popped up with the Huntress, I absolutely loved that. I thought it was brilliant. So, yeah, so potentially we could be getting a film or a TV show just due to the fact of Mark Guggenheim saying that they can't use it in the Arrow TV show, and that means that they're using him for something else in regards to either TV or film, because that's what the rights are actually based around, those things. Obviously in the comics they can do whatever they want, but with film and TV, they sort of question whether people will be confused between two versions of a character. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I really like the original version of the Question, that being this guy that you see on the screen right now, Vic Sage. The Renee Montoya version is good, but I'm a much bigger fan of Victor. I feel like his character has a lot more depth, and although Renee's like a newer version of the Question, I still prefer the old version. So I would be very happy if he actually had a film, or he could potentially have his own live action TV show. I think that would be epic. So yes, that's basically it for this video. So I'm going to quickly answer some questions in the live chat right now, because you know, I don't want to neglect the chat just to do this. But May Atkins Ruff asks, do you have any questions that you want me to ask the Supergirl cast while I'm up there? So, questions. I guess they can't give away too much, so I guess you could ask anything to do with Mon-El, like his story, maybe the Legion of Superheroes, because I feel like they're really interesting right now, and I can't wait to see more. So yeah, Legion of Superheroes stuff. You can ask about any future characters in the Legion of Superheroes. Maybe to do with Rain. You could ask something about her and will maybe Samantha split. You know, that theory that I uploaded the other day. Will they be split apart? Or you know, anything Supergirl related, really. I think anything to do with the Danvers sisters, maybe you can ask something about that. I think that's a great part of the show. Yeah, so that's basically all I've got. But yes, so I think those would be some cool questions to ask. So, how long do you think Barry will be in prison? I think it would be maximum 2 episodes, but I think it will be 1 episode, if I'm totally honest. I don't see them playing it longer than 2 episodes, but I think they will do 1 episode only. So we'll have to wait and see for that, but yes, I heard about the new schedule changes to the show. It's a big shame. You know, I think I'm overreacting to it personally. I took it like, when I first saw it, like really harshly. And obviously I made that video, and yeah, I think it will be fine. But I was just really worried at the time. But I guess it is probably to do with Andrew Kreisberg, and I think it might be for the best. Although we'll have a 9-week break, we'll have a lot of Supergirl when we get back. So I don't know. Hopefully next year they don't screw up the schedule. Hopefully they keep all the shows on at the same time. Maybe put Legends on a Friday or a different night that doesn't have any of our other DCTV shows, because I don't think it works when they stack one after the other. No, we didn't lose the petition. I just haven't sent it yet. I've been really busy, and it's hard to contact the CW. Just saying. But yeah, thank you all for signing the petition. We got like over 5,000. That's kind of crazy how many people agreed with my opinion. So yes, that's going to be, hopefully it will all be fine. I'm really optimistic about Supergirl this season because it's been amazing. It's the best TV show of DC so far this season. So I'm very happy, and you know, I don't have too much worries because the viewer ratings are high. They're edging closer to the Flash, and they're better than Arrow, they're better than Legends of Tomorrow, they're better than any other show apart from the Flash on the CW. So, you know, they would be kind of a bit stupid to get rid of it, and I don't think they will, so don't worry about that, guys. But anyway, guys, I will catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Obviously, these streams every week are going to be about 15 minutes or under, and yeah, so thank you all for watching if you watch this afterwards, because I know a lot of you guys can't make these streams, but yeah. Hi, Milo. Right at the end. But anyway, guys, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.